So the day is finally here. I completed my crazy Halo style or Halo inspired gel blaster build. So if you watch the previous videos, I kind of go through all the steps of this one because it just was such an intense, time consuming process of building this. So now that it's all put together, I'll tell you a few things about it, a few things that went wrong that I had to make some adjustments on. But overall, pretty happy with it. I think it looks pretty cool. Definitely huge. Definitely has that look I was going for. But and everything pretty much fit together fine. There's always a few little tweaks, even when you've measured out everything multiple times, but everything is good to go now. So you can see it all together, kind of just like I told you how I planned it. The priming still works. There's enough room for that, just barely, but that's what I was going for. Battery goes back here in the stock, right? So you can see the cable, and then this is just the battery plug kind of that covers that up and pushes in. Up front, I was hoping to be able to use this massive tracer with a tracer cover that I made for it that was kind of had that Halo vibe to it. Unfortunately, I only had left like that much metal barrel out, not on purpose, just because miscalculations. I meant to leave more. And so the threads at the end never had enough strength, really. So multiple times I broke the threads before I finally went to this new scenario where we just go ahead and you've got your threads right here and you can put any sort of threaded, fake suppressor flash hider on there and it'll be fine. It's just not going to be able to carry the weight of a tracer like this. Now, a much smaller tracer without the cover, no problem, but that's just too much weight. So hey, it's unfortunate, but that's how it goes. And it does kind of stink because this, just to print that, was about 8 hours. And like I've mentioned before, I have a pretty fast 3D printer. But so when we look at everything else put together, print time, probably at least 3 days worth of print time. So lots of print time. Filament, I don't know, maybe a roll and a half of filament. I don't pay super close attention. I know it was over a roll for sure. So probably, like 1.5 rolls of filament, which is quite a bit of filament, and then quite a bit of print time. But, that's how it goes. And of course, it's exciting when you start building these and, then you start putting them together and then you find pieces that don't fit. And some of them are small enough that you can reprint them. Other ones you try to find workarounds for and that kind of thing. And really, I didn't have to do too much. I had to print a small little kind of extra piece here, like almost a little door. So if you were to take this off, and that was what would help me snake the battery cable back in through there. So that actually helped to do that. But that was a little bit of a change. Other than that, though, not a whole lot. Overall, it was pretty successful aside from that stupid threaded tip. But so you can see it right here. You can kind of see now how big it is for sure by me holding it. Obviously, this side's pretty similar, a little different over here since we've got your ejection port. So I just left that open so that you could see it. I thought that was kind of cool. And then that just affects the way I had some of the plates on there. I decided to even dress up the mag a little bit. And then back here is the back of the stock. And then you can see where the battery goes. So that's just kind of an added little plate I put on the stock. The butt plate kind of just to fill that in and to give me the ability to put the cap. The cap kind of recesses in perfectly flush with that, which I kind of wanted to. So let me know what you guys think. It's a massive build. I think it's pretty cool. It does have that really long 400 millimeter barrel from X-Force Tac USA in there. Got an M95 spring in there from X-Force Tac USA, and then the receiver itself is a Gen 8.5 from Emerboo, from like one of their M4 or MK8 blasters. Should be right around 300 FPS. It's, it was when I was testing as I was building it, but since it's been fully complete, I have not tested it. It could slightly go down, could slightly go up. I mean, if for some reason there's just even a slight angle in that barrel on the way out, even though there's a bunch of reinforcements in there to keep that barrel straight, that can cause some barrel drag and slow it down a little bit. At this point, it doesn't matter. I'm not tearing it apart to mess with it again. I did that multiple times through the build process, and I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm pretty happy with it overall, and I'm just hoping when I go to demo it that I get the type of performance I'm happy with. And I would say anything, 250 and over I'd be happy with. 300 and over I'd be ecstatic with. And it's possible with the components it has to do that, but things don't always work out perfect. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. My Halo inspired, Halo style gel ball blaster. Come back, check out the demo videos, and of course, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, share my channel with your friends, and participate in those monthly giveaways. Thanks.